Hi, I'm Carol Wyman with Outdoor Coffee Shop, and we were here on the second day of the GCSAA conference. And I was just walking through the Centennial booth, and I was just admiring some of the equipment. And I ran into my new friend, Joe. And Joe, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Joe Pantaleo, and I'm a retired golf course superintendent, and happy to be here.
Yeah, so you have a long history. What do you think of the show?
Oh, I love the show. It's a smidge smaller than I'm used to, but
Okay.
I love coming to the show.
How many years have you been to the show?
Upwards of 40.
Oh, wow. Okay, so, he doesn't recognize some of the equipment, which is good, because I don't either. But some of the most advanced equipment, I'm sure he does, because he has been a superintendent for
45 years.
45 years, yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit how you started?
Well, yeah, I was originally from Wisconsin, and when I finished my undergrad work at Wisconsin Eau Claire, I wasn't happy with the type of work that I was going to have to go into, so some buddies of mine in one of my management classes said, well, I might be exploring this master's degree in sports administration, and there were 4 or 5 universities in the country that offered it at the time, and I chose the one called Biscayne College, which is in Miami, Florida. So I moved from Wisconsin to Miami and never looked back. Been
Right.
in Florida ever since.
Yeah, I kind of joke how people are like, when you coming home, Joe? But he didn't come home because he
No.
made a life for himself in Florida. And why don't you tell us a little bit, like, the changes that you've seen over the years?
Well, there's incredible changes, as you can see behind us here with the history of the Centennial, but we've come a long way with equipment and manpower, chemicals, fertilizers, all technology. It's just insane how it's grown in my 45 years.
Yeah, and you've had some big courses where you've worked like 36-hole courses.
I have.
And that's a lot to take on. And so you had a lot of people that worked for you. So what's the kind of the largest scale that you had working for you? And tell me how you managed that.
Right. Well, I was fortunate in the middle part of my career to have a course called Fort Lauderdale Country Club, which was 36 holes, and probably had a staff of 40 or 45. And we worked year round, of course, in South Florida. So it was a large event, and I lived on property then too. So it felt like I was a bit of an urban farmer, if you will.
Sure.
So I enjoyed that.
That's great. And what do you do now?
Well, I have retired now, maybe 20 months ago, and have used some of my relationships throughout the industry, and working for a Japanese mower company now called Baroness. And they're an up-and-comer, and they're going to compete with John Deere and Toro in the very near future. And I'm lucky to be part of the team.
Yes, and they have a booth here too, which is just a beautiful booth and very shiny mowers and other type of equipment.
Yeah.
So how long has Baroness been in business?
Well, they've been in business more than a century, but in Japan.
Okay.
In America now, they've maybe only 20 years.
Okay.
So they're growing their American brand big time.
Right. Well, have you enjoyed the week? Did you go to some of the events they had?
I came in on Monday and went to a few events, and then of course some hospitalities, functions for the state of Georgia and Florida, and met up with a lot of old friends and colleagues.
That's wonderful. Well, I'm so happy to have met you, and
You're
I'm going to
welcome.
walk over to the booth at Baroness and check it out. But I said thanks again for being here, and this is the last day of the show. So
I know, it's sad.
Yeah, I know. We have a couple more interviews that we're going to bring to you. But again, I'm Carol Wyman at Outdoor Coffee Shop, and we're here right on the floor at GCSAA. And Joe, thanks for being with us.
You're welcome, Carol. Thank you.